Hello and welcome back. Listen guys, hope all is well and you're having a great day. Listen, we're going to try something different today. This is going to be my entry into the West Coast Pick Makers Challenge. As you can see, I'm going to make a pick. I know I make them all the time, and it's but it's I'm kind of all set up for it, so it's going to be easier for me to make a pick than anything else, I think, really. So obviously I'm going to sort of go through the process, just make it as quick as possible. So obviously I'll start off with my drawer full of all these different woods. The Fujian hardwood I got from Tepene, rosewood, Indian rosewood. This is like a redwood from Africa. Antique ebony. Don't know what that is. Walnut, ebony. Down there is the horrible black palm, which we're definitely not going to make one out of. Okay, this so I think I'm going to make one out of this piece here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut away, draw the pick out, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I just had to slightly change this a little bit because the knot got in the way. So I've just kind of redrawn it around. I've halved the size of the actual pick blank, and I've now cut the slot for the tang to go through. Next stage, shaping of the actual the pick handle. Okay, so now we have the rough outline, the rough shape now. This is actually going to look a little bit better than I thought it was, actually, because where the actual natural wood has got this different colour going through there, I think it's going to look quite nice, actually. So now we've got the slot cut in there somewhere. Let's just get a pick and just get all that dust and stuff out. Okay. And there we go. So we've got the slot going through there. We've got the actual ergonomic design of the pick handle I decided to do. So next thing is to start getting the blank ready for it, the actual pick tip ready for it. We'll be back again soon. Okay, just a quick recap. And so I've now got the blank, so it's actually just touching there and just touching in there. And so now I can actually draw the outline to where this is going to go. Okay, so I wasn't a million miles off then. And then what I also do is just draw in there as well. And then all that's going to come out. And just nip that bit there as well. So as you can see, all the actual outline there. So I'll go away and get this ground away, and then I'll be back shortly. Okay, so we've now got the pick blank pretty much as we want it. There's a little bit of room to take off some material as we start getting the actual the wooden handle all shaped and everything. So I'm just going to remark where where I want the pins to go. One there and one about there. Just make sure they're absolutely central. That's good. Okay, so I'm just going to go away and drill the holes, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so the holes are in the handle. Just got to mark the blank and put the holes in the blank next. Okay, so we've just got about 25 minutes of sanding to go. It should look good. Okay, so we've now got the actual pick handle all looking rather nice there, and the pick tip is obviously just in there. It's just slotted in at the moment, but I've managed to give it a good old buff up, and that's looking pretty nice now. I've got the two rivets there ready to slide through, so I'm going to go and get some glue it up, and then we'll be back tomorrow after it's dry. Okay, so 24 hours later, and and it's all the glue's dried, the rivets are in, and we're ready to do some shaping. So I'm going to cut away and get this ground down a little bit, make it look a little bit more like the finished product. So I'll be back very shortly. Okay, back again. So what I've done now, as you can see, I've kind of shaped all the, I've just given it like a rough shape to try and get a bit of a more sort of comfortable feel, ready for going around getting the sandpaper strips and getting it rounded off at the edges and getting it pretty much near the finished the finished product. So I'm going to clamp this up back into the vise, and we're going to start to do some more shaping. I'll be back very shortly. Okay, so a few hours later of sanding, and yeah, we're pretty much there now actually. It's as you can see, the actual where I've got that knot there, it's actually worked really well with the actual shape of the handle. And so what I'm going to do now is just give it like an oil coat. It might need a little bit of a fine tuning afterwards, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, let's get some oil down, and let's just let's see how it goes. I'm just going to dip this in the oil. Just bear with me 1 minute, and hopefully we can see what it's going to look like. Okay, so back in focus there. I'm just going to put this oil on it, and you'll get to see what it's actually going to look like when it's actually finished. I've just got a little bit of fine paper to do along there, but we'll get the gist of things. Oops. Okay, let's get that over there. Let's get a cloth one to go. Okay, so there we go. The actual two-tone woods worked really well, and the way that knot's worked, it's just worked really, really well. So there you go, a rosewood handled pick. I'll tell you what we can do. I can actually take this off now as well, because I'm only gonna just give it the actual wood probably another coat of oil and then call it a day. Really, I think we'll be pretty much ready. Let's just get this off if I can. Okay, get that back to there. Get these little bits off. I'll put the tape on obviously just to protect the actual pick tip whilst I'm doing all the sanding and bits and pieces. Okay, so I'm going to need a little bit of a clean up there. Let me just get the cloth. I'm going to get this done. Okay, clear that away. So there you go, one pick made for a West Coast Picks Makers Challenge. It's let's say there you go. That is my entry into the West Coast Picks Makers Challenge. Thanks ever so much, guys, and good luck everybody else.